Hi, I'm David Jones from the Banner from Devon Cooking School. This afternoon we're going to be cooking with the Morsø Grill Forno, this beautiful little piece of kit, really easy to use, and I'm going to show you a really simple dish, a butternut and leek spelt risotto. First thing we're going to do is just heat up the pan, and it's going straight in there over those burning embers. As soon as that pan is warmed up, I'm going to toast some walnuts and a few pumpkin seeds, and they're just going to come in later and go over the top of the finished dish and give us a nice crunch. So I'm just going to use a little gadget to test the temperature of the pan, an infrared thermometer. I point it directly at the pan, it'll tell me what the temperature is, and we're up to around about 236 degrees. So we know we've got a nice hot pan. Bring that out, in go the pumpkin seeds, in go the walnuts. Make sure they're all just touching the base of the pan, and back in for a few minutes to toast. We're going to need some garlic, some chili, and we can use the stalk of this parsley. I can already hear those pumpkin seeds popping, so I don't have long to do this. Just finely chopping those parsley stalks. We need some garlic chopping up, a couple of cloves of garlic, and then we've got a chili here to go in. And this dish is not really about heat, it's all about flavour. So I'm going to use quite a lot because there's not much heat in this chili. And I can smell things cooking in here. Cooking outdoors with a wood-fired oven really is about using all your senses. So I can hear things popping, I can smell these toasting, so I'm going to get those out of the way. Now what we need is a little bit of oil in our pan, and just heat that up. I can see that's already nice and smoking, so it's getting hot in no time at all. And I'm going to go straight in there with this beautiful butternut squash, nice and finely chopped, some shredded leek, and I'm going to add the parsley stalks, garlic and chili all at the same time. Give that all a stir and let that all soften for a few minutes. And that is cooking really quickly over those coals. Okay, that's starting to smell good already. And the vegetables are starting to soften. We don't want to cook those all the way through because they're going to simmer in a little bit of stock for a while. So now we're going to add some spelt. It's a wheat grain, and in this case it's pre-cooked. So that's going straight in, and really that only needs to warm through. We're adding some frozen peas, beautiful colour, a pinch of salt and pepper, and here I've got some ready made up vegetable stock, slightly heated through, and we'll just give all of that a stir and then straight back into the oven. Over those embers, that should come up to a simmer in no time at all. Then we just want to cook it for 5 or 6 minutes really, just to warm everything through. Meanwhile, I've got some creme fraiche and some saffron which has been soaked in water, and we're just going to marry the two of them up to give us this wonderful colour and slightly smoky flavour that saffron brings. And I can hear that our risotto is starting to simmer. Whilst that's cooking for a few more minutes, let me tell you why I'm such a big fan of the Morsø Grill Forno. Number one, it's a fantastic looking little thing, beautiful in the corner of anybody's garden. Number two, and this is a great thing for me, it is so blissfully easy to use. You can be cooking on this thing inside 10 minutes, so you don't have to think miles ahead and think about preheating the oven or anything like that. You just, on a whim, think, I'm going to go and cook outside, and there you are. 10 minutes later, you're cooking. So our risotto's been cooking for another 5 or 6 minutes. I think it's time to test it. That's delicious, and if we look at that, there's just a little bit of liquid in the bottom, but most of it we've reduced and boiled away. I'm going to stir in some spinach. This is a really healthy dish, by the way. And I'm going to add chopped parsley and turn the whole thing over. I'm not going to put this back in the oven. The parsley and the spinach will just wilt in the heat of the risotto. And that really needs nothing else doing to it. It can go straight from oven to table and be served from the dish it was cooked in. So that's our leek, butternut and spelt risotto, cooked in the Morsø Grill Forno. Absolutely perfect, Really simple to do. The whole thing took no more than 15 minutes, and it's colourful, it's healthy, and it's ready to go.